Let's talk about success. For most of us, that word probably brings up images of money, a fancy job title, maybe some social status, right? But what if I told you the real secret to success has almost nothing to do with that? What if it's something much, much deeper? Well, today we're going to explore that different path, a path to a life that's genuinely successful.
So just take a second and ask yourself that. Seriously. The goals you're grinding for, that picture of success you have in your head, is it really your dream, or is it a dream that society, maybe your family or someone else handed to you? This is such a critical place to start because everything else we talk about builds on this.
You see, on one side, you have the world's definition, the cash, the corner office, the recognition. We all know that. But the wisdom we're diving into today points to a whole different scoreboard, one that's all about your inner world. It's a success that's measured by your own inner peace, the strength of your character, and the feeling that you're living a life that actually means something.
So, how in the world do we get there? How do you cultivate that kind of inner peace and purpose? Well, it all starts with realizing that your most valuable asset is already inside you. It's kind of like a diamond in the rough, just waiting to be polished. So this first part is all about how to unlock that brilliance.
And here is our first Diamond Sutra, a really powerful piece of wisdom from Yugrashi Pandit Sri Ram Sharma Acharya Ji. He was a visionary who wanted to spark a thought revolution. And just think about this quote for a second. It completely flips the script. It says success isn't about what you get from the world, but what you give back to it through who you are and what you do.
Let's break this down, because it's huge. First, your real value, it comes from your character, not your credit score. Second, your purpose becomes crystal clear when you aim to make the world around you just a little bit better. And here's the kicker. That greatness we're all chasing, it's not something you go out and find. It's something you have to build right here on the inside. It's an inside job. Of course, we all know the path to greatness is never a straight line, right? Life throws curveballs, we all face challenges, and that brings us to our second Diamond Sutra, which is all about building resilience. It's about seeing adversity in a totally new light. So, here's the key takeaway. When things get tough, those challenges aren't there to crush you. They're actually opportunities to build muscle, to get stronger. In those moments, patience becomes your shield, helping you weather the storm. And that unwavering faith you hold on to, that's your compass, your guide that gets you through the darkness. It's an incredible toolkit for any crisis. Okay, so we've got the inner mindset dialed in. But how do we make that real in our day-to-day lives? How does it translate into action? This next part is all about putting these ideas to work by mastering the most precious resources we have. We hear the term time management all the time, but this isn't about apps or to-do lists. This is a whole philosophy. It's about deeply understanding that time is the one thing you can never, ever get back. And the teaching here is so simple but so powerful. If you value your time, time will value you back. It will reward you. And you know what? The way forward is refreshingly simple. There's no secret formula, no complicated hack. The source material tells us that real progress comes down to two things. You've got to let go of laziness, that feeling of inertia, and you have to wholeheartedly embrace hard work. That's it. That's how you turn your inner values into real-world results. All right, let's bring it all home now. We've talked about building your inner world and taking effective action in the outer world. But real true success happens when you combine them. When you create a life of harmony and balance, that's when achievement actually feels meaningful. And this is so important. I mean, what is the point of climbing a mountain just to find yourself standing at the top all alone? Any success that costs you your relationships, that distances you from your family and the people you love, well, in this philosophy, that's not success. It's just a hollow victory. A truly successful life really stands on these three pillars, and you have to give them equal respect. You can't just focus on one at the expense of the others. You have to nurture your career, yes, but you also have to constantly work on your character and absolutely cherish your family. The harmony between these three is what a fulfilled life is all about.
So you might be wondering, where do all these incredible, life-changing ideas come from? They're all drawn from the timeless teachings and writings of Yugrashi Pandit Sri Ram Sharma Acharya Ji. His life's work offers this practical roadmap for creating a better life through what he called a thought revolution.
And that really brings us to the final and most important question. We've explored a deeper, more meaningful way to think about success, one that's built on inner value, on resilience, and on balance. So the only question left isn't for me, it's for you. How will you apply this? What's the very first step you'll take to start your own thought revolution?
The journey starts now.